Your car insurance is about to cost you more. Starting next year, North Carolina will have the most expensive basic coverage requirements in the country.
5 on your side's Keely Arthur shares who is behind the change and how much more it will cost you.
Accidents are scary and expensive, especially if you're at fault. Luckily, drivers are required to carry minimum liability insurance, but each state has different requirements.
Do you know what your liability insurance is?
No, ma'am.
I have no idea.
Do you know what your liability insurance rate is?
No.
If you don't know now, you better find out. A law introduced by state senators Todd Johnson, David Craven, and Danny Earl Britt passed last year and increases the minimum liability coverage you have to have. Right now, North Carolina is in the middle of the pack in terms of coverage requirements. Soon, it'll be the strictest.
Now we're working on kind of the ramifications of that.
Let's say you cause an accident. That's when your liability insurance would kick in. Right now, if you have the minimum liability requirements, your insurance would cover $25,000 for property damage and $60,000 for injuries. However, next year, the minimum requirements increase, meaning your insurance must cover $50,000 in damage and $100,000 for all the injuries caused in the accident. Of course, more coverage means more cost.
Like anything else, costs are rising.
But by how much? Independent insurance agent Turner Walston crunched the numbers. Under the current rules, my liability insurance would be about $485 a year. Under the changed rates, it would go up $50 to $531.
If I told you your insurance was going to go up, how would that make you feel?
I would not like that.
The law will now allow victims of crashes to collect more money, and personal injury lawyers are well aware and even bolstered the change.
We understand that probably this came from the Trial Lawyers Association, and some lobbying took place there in the Senate.
Are the hikes good for drivers, though? Well, with the rising cost of new cars and more expensive repair bills, thanks to cars with more sophisticated technology, some insurance agents say this is a good thing because victims in accidents will get more financial protections.
All right, many drivers already have more than the minimum liability coverage requirements in their policy, so you don't have to worry if that's you. If you don't worry, your policy will automatically change next year.
Just one more thing that we're going to be paying more for. We're getting used to it, unfortunately. Thank you, Keely.